Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. Make sure this is switched off. I'm going to attempt to get through to boss number 2 here, Firelink Priest. So the team setup that we used last time in order to beat this particular boss did include Gaia, so we will need to use her. But first things first, let me just check, because at the end of the last video it was abruptly ended with thanks to some system issues, to say the least. But I wanted to see whether or not this team with Bastet replacing Gaia would work. I don't think it will, because we don't have the Deviant synergy, so just something to keep in mind. We don't have the Deviant synergy here with Bastet. And Astrid. We do have a Protector synergy, and two Monarchs and a Striker as well, but yeah, looks like we weren't able to get through, but our team did survive through to the end, just not able to do enough damage, unfortunately. So we're going to take out Bastet, because we do know the team setup that is required. We'll pop Gaia in, and now we can move over to this particular team. Now, let's have a look at what others have been using for this team. So, looks like Elisha. And no Elisha this time. Gaia, let's try something. Hold on. Let's try this team. What we'll do is we're going to jump into presets. We're going to go to preset number 4. Here you are. And I'm going to switch things up. So we now have a preset number 4. I want to see if that team can beat this first one here. So let's jump in with this team here, preset number 4 we said, didn't we? Yep, so a quick deploy, and then we can pop Ashlyn, best build Ashlyn, and I want to see whether or not this team here can beat the first stage. So you've got Dahlia, Atrops, you've got Mulan, Ophelia, and Elma as well. No Valiantus synergy here, no other real synergy. You've got the Doom synergy, I guess, but that's about it. So that is, yeah, so that's Ophelia down, but really Ophelia is just there for her passive ability. So let's go ahead and see whether or not this team can do any real damage to this guy. So he did lose Holy Shields, but that is only because of the Celestials ability. So if you have 2 Celestials on the team, when an enemy dies, you effectively... so when the enemy dies, you effectively remove all buffs that they have in place. So let's have a look here and see. We do get Atrops using her... phenomenal attack power in order to try and push through, and hopefully we'll see whether or not this works. So we get the triple ult here from Elma. We get a couple of follow-up attacks as well. We'll see how many ultimates Dahlia does here. So that's 2, and then we go into 3. So that's the third one. Okay, so 3 ultimates a turn is not bad, and Mulan to follow up with that basic attack. I think it might be the burn that does it, but we'll have to see. So we are applying a lot of burn here, as well as doing a reasonable amount of damage. Yeah, so we did take off that Holy Shield, so we were able to beat that boss. So using that team, Elma on the front, let's just go ahead and have a recap, and let's have a look at the artifacts that have been used as well for that team. Ooh, where we go. So the artifacts, you've got the Thornbinder's Synergy Mates perform a combo, which is why Atrops was able to double ult, just a heads up on that one, and why Elma was able to triple ult. You have the Pursuit Dart, which does allow for the triple ult, so allies launch 1 additional strike when dealing critical damage. And then you've got dealing, so this is the Splash Axe. Dealing damage has 50% chance to inflict splash damage, and then keep backline enemies alive as well. So go ahead and save that. Now, we're not going to use this team. I just wanted to make sure that it actually worked in order for us to do. So relics look a bit odd. You've got... Oh, that's weird. There's a weird relic setup. I'm not too sure what that is about. But we jump into clear records here. And then let's go all the way down. So it looks like Elisha in this one. Gaia and the front one, Elisha on this one. Yeah, looks okay. What happens if we do this, but we take Gaia out and we pop Cleo in? Does that work? Now, I know a lot of you don't have 9-star Cleo. It is what it is. Not really too much to discuss on that one. So let's jump in and let's see whether or not that does work. Let's go ahead and battle, even with Ashlyn, peak performance Ashlyn on this back row. Okay, so it does work. Okay, so that was round 10, and it seems to have worked very well. So if you do have a copy of Cleo, she was available at the end of last season, you can go ahead and pop Cleo in, and that will work for you as well. I believe that'll be the corrode damage that does the majority of it, or the majority of the damage there. So if you do have Cleo, you can use Cleo on this back slot, but it looks like these are your 4 core units. Does Atrops work in this position? Let's go ahead and have a look. See whether or not Atrops does. Because if Atrops does, then there might be a chance for this secondary boss. We've had our fun with Gaia and Elisha all the way up to this point. So we'll try Atrops. We'll see. We'll see. I think Atrops should get off this double ult. And it does. So it's 5 rounds more. But that team works very well. So that is Atrops, Astrid, Dullahan, Seraphina, and Lillian Leah. Everybody should have copies of these units. Let's go ahead and have a look here. So you've got Galatians, synergy mates perform a combo attack after taking action. Triggers up to 1 times per round. You've got the healing spear. You do have the, what's it called? Sinful Band, and then you've got a bunch of other stuff here. So that's increased speed, increased heal rate, increased dodge chance, increased speed again, damage reduction, and increase attack as well. So it looks good. And then the relics are the corrode. You've got the Blades of Chaos for protection, and Hand of Tyr for an attack increase and protection as well. So let's stick with this one. We're not using too many of the core units. Astrid is a core unit, so is Seraphina core units, but I don't think we'll have too much trouble moving forward. We'll just try and beat this boss. So what I want to do is find a team setup here. In fact, hold on. Let me just go to team 1. We're going to save over preset number 3. So now we've got that locked in. And then we can go ahead and change some of these units up. So going to clear records, and we're going to find one without a lot of the newer units. So this one here, we do have Atrops. You would need to use Cleo if you were going to have both. But it looks like, yeah, so it's the same team setup all the way down, except for this one. Let me try this one, and what I will do is I'm going to we're going to go presets, yep, confirm, and let's see who we're missing. So we're missing 1 unit from this side, and who was it? Who was that unit? Atrops. Again, I think we're going to need Cleo on this one. Yeah, it's the Striker's synergy that does it. Let's try Dahlia in this position, because everybody should. In fact, no, let's go ahead and pop in Elma in this position. We trade these 2. Go ahead and pop in 1, 2, 1, 2, Elma. Okay, I don't think there's going to be enough attack. Don't think we're going to be able to generate enough attack on this one, but we'll find out. So we'll go Spear. We will go with, where have we gone? Knight's Edge, and we want Death's Scythe as well. So there we go, Death's Scythe. Right, and let's jump in. And let's see. So we know this team can win, and we want this team now to try and test out. If this team wins, then you guys owe me big time. Just saying. If you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe. It'd be really, really appreciated. Looking to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I think I'm only about 25 off. So if it'll ever load. So we were close on that one, but no cigar. But we do know that this team can win. So let's go ahead and push through. And what I'll do, I'm going to pause now, and I'll be back in the second round. There we go. So that was, again, it's 15 rounds. Probably going to be a very, very close one, but we'll have to see. Again, taking out Gaia and putting in another unit that bolsters your team as much as she does. It's very difficult to find, but that is Atrops for you, and Cleo as well. So let me just turn this down. Sorry if you could hear it over everything else, but hopefully not too bad. So let's go ahead and see. Now I do have proof of ethereals as well, so just something to keep in mind. The proof of ethereals is really, really strong. Really, really strong. The fact that we've only got 2 ethereals on here, it's very, very powerful. But we'll have to see. So now we hear. Why have these guys got Holy Shield? They can't take damage, so what's the point? Weird. The reason that we're able to ultimate is because of the Ethereal's Grace of Shadows tree. So we do get an increased dodge chance as well through the Ethereal's tree. Just get that increased dodge chance. For the higher the energy, the higher our energy is, the higher our dodge percentage is as well. And it looks like in round 1 we are doing vast amounts of damage. I mean, have a look at the health bar. It doesn't look like it's going down by very much, but if it keeps up at this pace, we should be onto a winner. But we'll have to see. And then I can officially say I have beat both stages without any of the new units, and that for me is fantastic. Yeah, look at that, round 1. Look at that health bar. I know it looks like a minuscule amount, but it's not, I promise. It is actually very, very strong. Very, 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 very tough to get that much health off. We'll just have to see. Gwyn just proving his worth. There was a team, it's all Glorians except for Macaria, because Macaria was really the only other deviant monarch. Would you believe it? At one given time. Flipping heck. Now he's going for it here. That's 31,000 million on a. Oh. Yeah, so maybe now he is the key. Maybe we've cracked it. That'd be nice. Maybe not though. We'll see. And all these misses again, just triggering all of our ultimates over and over and over again. If you've not got proof of ethereals, you should definitely consider picking up proof of ethereals. As you can see, doing tremendous amounts of damage here. Yeah, and now we to do massive amounts of damage. 32,000 million, not bad at all. Now we could be doing much more with other units that are less accessible. But better to find out whether or not we can. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, we're only in round 2 and it's taken so far 4 minutes to get to this point. Yeah, they just keep popping off and off and off. Like, Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy damage. Katrina, man. People sleeping on Katrina should not be. She is very, very strong. Very, very strong indeed. Now I can see why that team won with Atrops in the lineup. The reason that Atrops won in that lineup is because of the striker synergy between her and Nawi. Nawi would start to do increasingly higher amounts of damage, especially if Atrops was also dodging attacks. So if Atrops were to dodge an attack, she would perform her ultimate, then it would proc. If Nawi had dodged an ultimate as well, then it would have procced. The Gwyn down, what a shame. Holy Shield down though, so we'll see. Karnak got a bit of damage in there as well, it's not bad. Now we miss again. More fuel them. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to do enough damage. I don't think we are. I think we're going to do a quite high bit of damage to this guy, but I don't think we're going to be able to kill him with the amount of damage that we're doing at the moment. So let me check something. Yeah, no, we weren't doing enough damage. So what I'm going to do is going to go through this again. Hopefully it won't stall. Look at these. What have we got here? If I take you out and I put in you, what happens then? Right, I'll be back in a sec. There we go, we did this one on the first try. Also, welcome back. Might have been about a second for you. Took about 3 minutes of loading for me, but it's to be expected. It's final boss, so we'll just have to see. Now, let's hopefully go ahead and win this one. I mean, miracles have happened. So the change that we made was to add in the increasing Glorian's attack. So we'll just see how much of a difference that makes in this first couple of rounds as well. We didn't increase the attack of Ethereals, because Katrina, although she's doing a fair amount of damage, she's not doing tremendous amounts of damage. It's really Nawi who's putting the majority of the work in here. So yeah, we didn't get very much further. So we do really need a buffer, and a good buffer at that. So let's go ahead. We'll take out Karnak on this one. Going to strikers. No, we need a... Yeah, we need Atrops in this one. That is a shame. What a real pain. Yeah, Atrops is... There we go. So it was Karnak out and Atrops in. So, oh, not Karnak. There we go. Oh, we just need somebody to boost now his damage up. There's nobody in here really. Guess we can try Arthur, but we won't try Arthur. Let's try Dahlia, and let's pop these two in here. Again, the reason I want to try Dahlia is I think we just need Nawi's attack up as much as possible. So bear with me. I'll be back in a sec. Let's see whether or not having Nawi in this front slot will make a difference, because the way that Nawi's ultimate attack works, whenever Nawi does attack, she attacks a unit on this back row. So, never mind. Don't matter. Worth a try though, wasn't it? Right, hold on. Let me just check this this boss's abilities. Bear with me. Priest lose 1 HP when performing a basic attack. Whatever. 8% damage, lowest HP. Removing all buffs and dealing damage equal to 100% of the target's HP. Do so at an enemy control rate. Removes all debuffs from self. Increases attack by 50%. Restores 20% of HP when an enemy dies. That's okay. No, so we do need that in the front row. Do we have... We do have Undying Shield. So if we switch around these two, like so. Just to see how far we can get, if I'm honest. Because we seem to survive that last one, even though our front two units did go straight down. We did seem to survive after that. But we just weren't putting any damage in, so... This is working very consistently, by the way. This first team is working consistently. It is 15 rounds that it's taking, but it is working consistently as well. So potentially, if you upgrade the relics a little bit or change the relics up a little bit, might work out for you. But again, it's tough. It's very tough. We'll see if Catherine and Gwyn go down first. No, we got the fortitude effect on here, and we're going to start to build up now very quickly, I suspect. Get those crits. Gwyn to get a crit as well. There we go. So we're building up our attack as well. Katrina, hopefully, yep, getting a load of crits in there. Dahlia going to get crits. Yeah, not bad. Gwyn as well. Now Dahlia doesn't switch when this happens because she's not technically taking action. It's only when she takes action that this occurs. Which is why Wukong isn't as busted as I initially thought this season. I thought he was going to be really, really strong with the dodge mechanic triggering his passive, but it doesn't. So just something to keep in mind. And it doesn't trigger for Dahlia either. I've also tested that one out. So we do get the switch up as well. Now I don't think Dahlia is going to do altogether too much outside of her ultimate attack, but we kind of want that dodge up as high as possible. Ha! Nawi's got the reflect boost. If you see the crystals around Nawi, that's because Dahlia switched with her and she's given her those buffs. That's weird. It's funny, but it's weird as well. Now I think because Nawi is across from this guy, she's going to swing for this guy. Yeah, which is unfortunate. We don't want that. She's got a massively increased attack, but she's not in the right position anymore, unfortunately. So again, we just need a support unit, like one single attack unit, attack increasing support unit, and we just don't have another one like Atrops or like Cleo. There's just none in any of these synergies. Yeah, so I think it does have to be Cleo. But again, a lot of people don't have Cleo, so let's keep going. If worst comes to worst, in about 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes of trying, I am just gonna do it. Gonna bite the bullet, and I'm gonna use the gonna use a different team. Well, I'm not gonna use a different team, but I'm gonna put Elisha in this team, because she does exactly that. She does exactly that. She increases attack exponentially. Right, okay. What about Ophelia? Hold on. Okay, so back in it. Hopefully, we're going to try this one last team. It has not been 2 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes of trying to get through. But again, that first team is very consistent. It's just having Atrops there. The reason that I put Ophelia in, every time we increase our HP, we also increase our attack as well. And that is an infinite stack, technically, an infinite stack. So it is just about getting as much damage in as we can. Now, we don't want Naui to proc. Good. So we don't want Naui to proc, or proc her passive ability. And the reason that we don't want her to proc the passive ability is because we want her to use that later on when she's much more powered up. So as you can see at the moment, we've still got the 2 Glorians in here. So every time we take, or every time we heal, we will gain additional attack. And defense as well, as you can see there. Ophelia triggering that leech for herself and for the rest of the team. But yeah, we'll see. They're all doing fair amounts of damage to this guy, but I don't think it's enough. Ah, shame. Okay, let's skip ahead and see. No, you do need Atrops. You need Atrops in that back slot. You need a Cleo. You need somebody to boost the attack up of the team. You know, so I would show 6-star Elisha, but I physically cannot because I've got 9-star Elisha. But it's technically the same. So hold on. Go into advance here. This passive, the chance for freeze enemies is 50%. Now it takes action. Elisha gains 1 stack of attack boost, increasing attack by 100%. So she can go up to 1000% attack. If you get her runes, it goes up to 25, so 2500%. And if you get her red runes, it goes up to 10,000%. I think Arthur's are much more valuable. Because Arthur needs it. Elisha does not. I think Elisha should be good enough when she's at 6 stars, 6 or 7 stars, but probably 6 stars. When an ally lands a critical hit, all allies have their attack increased by 0.2 million and max HP increased by 50%, stacking up to 50 times. You just need that 6 stars. You need her at 6 stars. I'm going to go through and hopefully that should be done. We should be finished now, if we can get it in. So let me try and skip ahead of this. We can play the waiting game. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll be back in a sec. Here we go. Right, so hopefully this should be it. The big one. We should get a victory here, primarily because of Elisha and the attack increase that Elisha provides. So we do get Gwyn popping off. We get those crits, and we get Katrina to crit here. That increases max HP and max attack. Again, we increase max HP and max attack. And again, because of the multiple hits that Katrina does, it increases attack quite significantly. Even following up, it still increases it quite significantly. So as you can see, 25,000 off the first attack. Elisha doing 15,000 million. Katrina's still doing less than I would like, but it is what it is. So we'll just keep going. Again, this is round 1, so we are doing more than enough damage. I think we are doing more than enough damage right now. And are we all built up already? No, we are not. How far are we in? 32 attack stacks. Yeah, so it's the increase in attack that's doing it for us. Gwyn, unfortunately, if you were just a bit stronger, or you targeted the back row specifically in that boss's slot, you would be so helpful right now, but you are not. Just providing the increase in attack. Yeah, so we've done a little bit of damage to him round 1. if this continues, this keeps up, then we should be on to a winner. Keeps attacking his front slot, man. No, he didn't miss. Oh, we didn't get an AoE, unfortunately. We are getting Katrina, though, who's putting the work in. And Gwyn is doing absolutely nothing against this guy. Is what it is. Even Karnak putting the work in there. Yeah, so Elisha's gone up now, and we do have the splash axe in there. So we have the chance to effectively double the damage that we're doing. Oh, come on now, let's go. Right, okay. There we go. Yeah, 36,000 million. Not bad at all. Right, okay, let's go ahead and skip. Let's see how far this actually goes and whether or not we do need another unit like Cleo or like Atrops to boost our attack up. Yeah, we do. Which is a shame. It is a real shame. So let's take out Katrina. Even though she was putting a little bit of work in, we do still require a secondary attack buffer. So we'll pop you in here. We've still got our ethereals, and we've still got our we've still got, so we've got our ethereals and we've got our Glorians as well. These are fine. These are fine. Right, let's jump in. I'll be back in a sec. Here we are. That was a bit quicker than I thought. Right, okay, so we have our team set up here. Cleo. Potentially, if you don't have like Elisha, you can just change that out for Cleo. If you don't have Cleo, you can probably keep Elisha, take out Katrina, and put in another striker potentially as well. We'll just see how much damage we start to do. So we're building up here, doing 4,000 million. We are building up on every crit as well. It's really important that you've got Karnak at 7 stars as well. Really strong unit. And we don't get Cleo to proc here. As soon as she starts to proc, though, it's game over, you know. So we're building up now. So we're only at 12. I'll take that though. 12 out of 50. And this is how much damage we're doing already. And there we go. So Cleo, round 1, pops her ultimate. And then any attack moving forward is going to do massive amounts of damage. Unfortunately, enemies have all just finished their attacks. So I think now we'll proc here. No. It's probably for the better though. We want Naui to proc on those big turns. So as you can see, we've done less damage so far than we have in previous attempts. But on this one, I think we should be fine. There we go. So all healed back up. Shame that we didn't get Cleo again, but oh, we did. That's not bad. I'll take that. How much now we're gonna do now? Yeah, bit more than before. It's like a times 10. It's like a times 10 on your attack stat. And we've not even got to the actual ultimates on this round in particular yet. Just doing so much damage right now. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. Again, we get the miss. Shane Gwynn isn't actually able to hit this back row. Now he's going to... Yeah. Yeah. She just unlocks the power of Nawi. If you do want a good team, you take out Elisha, put Katrina back in, take out Cleo, and you put Atrops back in. And that team will get you through. If you've got one copy of Gaia, that is all you will need to get through that first boss or this second boss. I am very sure you just need one copy of Gaia. And you'll start to really, really build up the majority of your team with the corrode stacks, pairing her with Lancelot, very, very strong. But this is over. This is round 2, and enemies haven't even finished doing their attacks yet. So, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Even Karnak getting in on some massive damage. So this is actually Cleo's first ultimate attack. This is now his technically first ultimate attack as well. We don't proc here. Don't need to, because we won. So that's it. We've cleared it out, finished it all, cleared Hell 100. We only have 2 days left to go. Very excited about Peak. Next season, going to be changing things up. I'm just going to blitz through Nightmare, and I'm going to blitz through Hell difficulty to get to this Peak difficulty to see where we're at. So hopefully I'll just be able to blitz through all of the stages before, Abyss, Hell, Nightmare, you name it. We're going to try and get through, and we'll take it from there. So we'll have a look at the stats first of all. And yeah, looks like Seraphina to do the most. We'll have to have a look at that at a separate time, and then Nawi to do the most here as well. Damage taken, yep, absolutely fine, absolutely fine. And then let's go ahead and share this with the guild. And then that's it, done. So let's go ahead and claim our goodies. Spot on. So let's go ahead and check out this select ticket. Right, okay, so I'll have to decide later. I suspect it's going to be Astrid. Is Astrid included in here? No. Oh, yes, she is. Right, okay. Let me just check. And as soon as I get Astrid up to 12 stars, I can stop chasing then. Do I have a copy of Astrid? Yes, I do. Okay, well, you can witness me witness me getting a copy of Astrid. Like, the rest of them are all fantastic, but she really is one of a kind. Really is one of a kind. So, Wolf Queen. Jump into Heroes. We'll go into our... Here she is. Our girl Astrid. Advance. And use up a Brutus. And there we go, 12 stars, all sorted. So we increase her attack by 1% per cure rate. And then we also get this buff here. Jump into advance, and that is a 12-star Astrid. 4% increase into all stats as well. Fantastic. And there's one more thing here. What do I need? I've got 90. Who do we go for? You, most likely. The bow. But bow's at 160. Are they all at 160? Yeah, except for the shield, yeah. Yeah. Let's go 90 on here. If I was a smart man, I would have saved 10. But, oh no, how far am I off? Where are you, bow? Best not be like 10 off. No, 30 off. That's fine. That's fine. So that is everything from me. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day, whatever it is that you are doing. Ooh. Yeah, I hope you have a fantastic day, whatever it is that you're doing. 420, for those who know. Nice. And then the rest can go on you. Which is fine. You, I think it's you down here, yeah. So we need 600. 680. Yep. Yeah. Maybe we needed 580. Rest can go in here. And in here. Spot on. Quests. Lost City. Let's jump into heroes. And then I can upgrade some of these. I think I've got Persephone. Yeah, I could upgrade Persephone. Do I do it? The answer is no. It might actually have to be Audrey. We'll see. How far am I off? Another 1,000. Guess we are getting a reset in a couple of days. Alright, okay. I'll save it. I'm going to save it. Right, okay. Yeah, that really is everything from me. We've got all of our rewards, all of our goodies. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I do hope you have a fantastic day. Let me know how things are going.